Hey everyone, this is SpyFan 101, and to celebrate the releases of Logan and Iron Fist next month, I decided, hey, why don't I do a list of my top 10 favorite Marvel characters? There's Marvel movie characters, should I say. And I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea, let's do it. So, today, I am going to be giving you my top 10 favorite Marvel characters in the Marvel movies. Here we go. Captain America. What can I say about him that others haven't said already? This dude is absolutely phenomenal. I don't care what's happening in the comics with that stupid Hydra twist. I don't know. But for going that, Chris Evans has done such a phenomenal job at showing how awesome of a character Captain America is. And every time I watch those Captain America movies, I see him and I'm like, that's not Chris Evans, that's Captain America. That's when I watch any of the Marvel movies that include Captain America. I always say that. And truly, he is always one of the characters that I'm looking forward to the most in any of these Marvel movies, including him, because Captain America is such a great character. And for MCU Captain America to be able to actually beat the comic book Captain America, especially now, is absolutely phenomenal. And I cannot wait to see Cap again in Infinity War. So, that's why Cap is at number 5. Scarlet Witch. I love Scarlet Witch. She has also gone through many developments. It's from Age of Ultron to now. Because at first, when I first saw Age of Ultron, I was absolutely in love with her character. Absolutely in love. And I mean it. You could ask anybody I know that, has been with me since I watched Age of Ultron back in 2015. You could tell I was, they could tell you I was obsessed with her. But, still, she has gone through so many developments. She has learned so many things. And, the last time we saw her, she was in the prison with, everyone else on Team Cap. And, she's she's rescued by Cap, so we don't know where her whereabouts are now, but until we find out again, I cannot wait to see her again, because she's one of my favorite MCU characters. I love her so much. So that is why Scarlet Witch is my number 4. Scott Lang. Let me tell you a little something. Before I found out that an Ant-Man movie was being made, I did not like Ant-Man at all. Mostly because of his costume. His costume back then looked absolutely stupid. Look at this. Look at this. You telling me I'm supposed to read a dozen comics when he's wearing a ridiculous suit like this? Come on now. But when I saw that, Marvel Studios was making an Ant-Man movie, I was intrigued. I was like, okay, maybe they'll make Ant-Man better this time. Then when I saw the suit, I was like, oh, thank goodness, thank God, thank Jesus. But yeah, and then I saw that Paul Rudd was supposed to play him, and I'm like, yes, this movie is going to be great. And then I saw the movie, and the standout character was, of course, Ant-Man. Ant-Man was absolutely phenomenal. And he is not only one of the funniest characters in the Marvel Universe, but he is also one of the most complex characters in the Marvel Universe, because his backstory, like Jessica Jones, is also very, I wouldn't say tragic, but it's kind of, it's very sad. And you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, overall, Ant-Man is a great character, and I cannot wait to see him again in Avengers Infinity War. And after Avengers Infinity War, I can't wait to see him again in his sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that's why Ant-Man is my number 3. Go Tamago. My heart warms every time I look at her. Because, literally, like, if you didn't know, Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite movies of all time. And when I walked out of that movie, the only person I was thinking about was Go-Go. Because she was such a phenomenal character. I've never read any of the Big Hero 6 comics, but I don't need to read them to know that she was a phenomenal character. She was so cool. What she did was amazing. She was so smart. She was so... she was amazing. I've talked about her for years, ever since I came out of that theater in 2014 to now. That's how you know. So yeah. Go Tamago is my number 2. And the number 1 character, my favorite Marvel film character of all time is Spider-Man. Not just any Spider-Man, but the MCU Spider-Man. Now, we've already made the facts clear that this is the definitive Spider-Man. Like, this is the Spider-Man that they took out of the comics. This is the Spider-Man that Marvel personally took their hand and stuck into the comics when they pulled him out. Like, he's absolutely phenomenal. I loved him in Civil War. I was fangirling out in the theater. I was like this. So yeah, you could only imagine how excited I was in this theater. Like, when I came out of the theater, my mom was legitimately concerned for me, because I came out of the theater crying. Because he was so good. And honestly, you already know, Spider-Man Homecoming is my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2016. It's my most anticipated movie of this year. And I cannot wait to see him back again and doing his thing. So, that's why Spider-Man is my number 1 favorite Marvel movie. character. So, those were all my favorite characters. I know there were some characters missing. But, you know, I can't fit everybody on this list. So, yeah. Let me know who your favorite Marvel movie characters are. And, I'm SpideyFan101 saying peace.